She was hung.
She was. Oh, I thought she said it said she was hot. It said she was hung.
She was hung.
She was hot, man. What is going
hot.
on in the spirit world?
Dang. Francis getting busy.
Yeah. You know what? To tell you the truth, okay. So, all right, we picked these two for tonight's episodes, right? And I'm
Yep.
like, man, did we pick the right ones? Did we pick the right ones? Did we pick the right ones? And I did the research. I'm like, we fucking picked the right ones.
We picked the right ones, bro. I mean, I was actually thinking of switching this and this Scare Network one,
right?
Because the other, I was like, oh crap. I said, but you know what? I'm okay. I think this will be fine. What's up, Rich?
Yeah. I was like, no, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I did the same thing. I was like, should I message Dave to see if he wants to switch?
I was gonna do that too. I was like, man, do we want to switch these? Do we want to pick something else? What's up, Corey?
Corey, I got his name right. I said it first.
You did it. You got it right.
Oh, Wilkie. That's Corey.
My throat hurt at the end.
My throat hurt at the end. I bet if you were
That's what happens when it's big.
She was hung. My throat hurt at the end.
My throat hurt at the end. Yeah, because she was hung. I bet that hurt.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Look, getting the name right and everything. All right.
I know. Man.
Ready to get this road on the show?
Yeah, I'm ready to get rolling on this, brother.
Cool. Let's roll the intro. All right. Spirits with Spirits podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2. Spirits with Spirits.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another Spirits
Yes.
episode. I am your host for Ghost, Mr. Joe Watkins. Everybody knows and loves the host with the most, Mr. David Lowe.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Not better than you, bro. Better than you.
Better than me. Yeah. I feel like I chased a fart through a keg of nails, but but I'm here. I have to go dry tonight, but
yeah.
Because I can't hold food down. So
it means I have to double my intake.
You got to double up. Yeah, you got to get plastered. I'll be the designated announcer, and I'll do the play-by-play. You do color this time.
It's time to be careful.
It's time to be careful.
Speaking of which, this episode is brought to you by Spotify for Podcasts. They take the audio portion of this podcast and put it out like on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. They do it all for free. They take care of us. They give us sponsors, and they'll give us more sponsors once we get more followers. So if you guys get a chance, we have 36 followers on Spotify. So if you get in there, jump in, give us a follow, and then you can listen to us on your favorite podcast network. We'd also like to thank StreamYard for bringing up our live casting and letting us multicast to multiple sites. Right now, we're casting on Facebook at Spirits with Spirits.
Open it.
So at Spirits with Spirits JD, YouTube at Spirits with Spirits, and Instagram at Spirits with Spirits 13, at least for the next hour. And then
Okay.
okay. And then, thanks. And then finally, we want to thank Scare Network TV, Billy and the guys for giving us a voice on their network. It's awesome to be a part of it. We're midway through season 2 right now. I'm hoping we're getting to season 3, and then big things are going to start to happen for them. We're looking forward to when Scare Network TV actually blows up. So if you guys get a chance, go to scarenetwork.tv. You can do it on the internet. You could do it on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple iOS, and Android TV. And subscribe for free. It's just with ads, but there's very little ads right now.
Go watch the Shanley.
And go watch the Shanley. Go watch Maleficus. Go watch, some great stuff. Go watch Darkness in Suburbia.
Oh yeah.
There's some great paranormal documentaries, monster, true crime, and horror movies, all there ready for you to watch. I hope you enjoy it.
And our exclusives. I mean,
and our exclusive content, not to mention.
Ooh. Yeah. But we got, man, I'm telling you, we got a great show tonight.
I'm in my 30s.
Oh, yeah. You're younger than me. Okay.
Lucky.
Yeah, lucky you. Is that a brag?
Yeah, but you did.
But you did. We got a great show tonight, though. I really did. I almost messaged you like, hey, you think we want to switch for what we're doing on Scare Network for tonight's live and do this one a lot? Because we're going to be talking about the Belgian wave, and me and Dave are going to have to talk a little bit more than we normally do, because with Dave being under the weather, he did not do the history video. So,
I wrote the script's written.
The good news is I can't spoil nothing, right?
The script is written. I've got it written. It's sitting right here. But
I can go through some pictures while you read it if you want me to.
You can. We want to do that. We can.
There's 4.
There's 4, I guess.
I think I saw more than 4 pictures on there.
There's more than 4 pictures. I think that put all the pictures on there, or I think they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there should be 10 pictures. And then of course the thumbnail.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you want to, I can read it and you can start like just flapping through the pictures if you want.
Hey, you know what? Let's try something new, Dave.
Try it.
Let's be adventurous tonight.
Okay. So I am going off screen so that I can read this, but you can see me. I can't see you guys. So I'm going to let you drive if somebody comments.
Any family memories.
We'll start here with the thumbnail. So we'll bring that up, and Dave can start in on the Belgian wave. So I guess I won't do any spoilers.
and then we'll talk about it.
And then we'll talk about it.
Then we'll talk about it. I honestly don't know how good this is, but we'll see. All right. So between November of 1989 and April of 1990, a series of triangular UFOs were spotted over Belgium.
Hold on, pause. We gotta pause. Yeah, Dave, you got to do it in a sexy voice, man. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The people are listening. They expect.
Wait. Stop. You gotta do your sexy voice.
They expect a certain amount here, Dave. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Let's re-roll this. All right. And 3.
Me.
Are you ready?
Okay.
5, 4, 3.
Between November of 1989 and April of 1990, a series of triangular UFOs were spotted over Belgium. With over 2,000 reports during this period, they had to come up with a name for it. This is the story of the Belgian wave. Numerous reports were filed during this period, witnesses claiming that they have seen a large, flat, triangular-shaped craft with lights underneath. Some of these reports came in immediately, while others weren't reported until weeks later. The crest of this wave happened on March 30th and 31st of 1990, where an unknown object was tracked on radar, prompting the Belgian Air Force to take action. 2 Belgian F-16 fighter jets were scrambled to the location for investigation. Neither pilot reported seeing the object, and no public reports were received on that date. Over the next 2 weeks, however, 143 people claimed to have witnessed the object. In the months following, many more witnesses' claims came forward. Following the incident, the Belgian Air Force released a report detailing the events of that night. They stated that they attempted 9 interceptions of the targets,
Major.
and on 3 occasions, they obtained a radar lock for a few seconds. These were determined to be the radar lock on each other. The pilots did not detect any objects or spot any maneuvers in the hour they were in the sky. It was determined by the Air Force that the radar contacts were due to atmospheric interference, something called Bragg scattering. Members of the Belgian police
Fire.
force that investigated the original incident determined that there were 4 lights instead of 3, and that the object was a helicopter. Was this a true alien event? Was this a helicopter?
My death was horrible.
Or was this a mass hysteria event that altogether 13,150 people reported seeing the same object in the sky? One thing's for sure, waffles are now the second best thing to come out of Belgium.
What?
That was amazing. Sorry. Oh, that's good stuff, bro. Good job. Good job, Dave.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
Oh, dang. Oh, wah. Really? The yellow one. The yellow
There
one.
it
The yellow one.
Sorry.
Ha.
Ah,
Aha.
that could have been the yellow one, but that's all I got.
My luck.
Yeah, I got that one. Kinda. It came through a little bit.
Yeah, it has to get out my headset and
Living
into the
room.
microphone.
That is so weird. I don't know why yours does that.
I don't know why it does that.
That's weird.
It's the same damn board that you have, and
Yeah.
it worked for a short time, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I even updated it and all that kind of crap, and still can't get it. It worked once
Wow.
after I updated it. It worked one time, and I'm like, what the shit?
Happy.
There's definitely a disgruntled something happening between its software and your computer software. It's not allowing it to come through.
It's not allowing it to come through, but everything else comes through, and it comes through all the same way. So something,
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm happy. So your audio on your settings right here on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Are they both set to the Roadcaster?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't know.
I got nothing.
Then I got nothing.
Yeah, those times when my microphone doesn't sound right
Yeah.
How do
is
you
when
feel?
the Roadcaster isn't set on the mic, but it's set on the speakers.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, Josh is over there on the Instagram, because what's up, brother?
what's up, cuz?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, the more I read this, the more
Dude,
interested I got.
Yeah. I mean, for one, it spans from November of 1989 all the way till pretty much April of 1990.
Yeah.
And you say 1,300. I have a list of somewhere just over
13,000
or 13,000. Oh,
13,150.
1,300. I was thinking over 2,000 is what I was getting.
Now there were 2,600 reports initially,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
as far as them reporting stuff in the past and things
Ever.
like that, the
Yeah.
total came to like 13,150 accounts
Yeah.
of sightings.
Yeah. And there are some there's some good fucking there's some good.
Elma.
So I did read that report where they did say that they locked on each other,
There's
but I
5.
also found
Yeah.
another one that disagrees that the pilots eventually disagreed with that statement that they were locking onto each other because they would blip in, blip out on these locks. And when you lock in on a plane, they don't just blip in, blip out.
Right. Now, here's the thing. That's the
Oh.
Belgian Air Force's
That's
explanation.
the Belgian Air Force. Yeah.
It wasn't the
was-
pilots that said, "Oh, we
Yeah.
locked on each other." No, the Belgian. Oh no, you must have locked on each other. That must
You
have
must
been
have
it.
locked on each other.
So
Yeah.
I'm smelling cover up, and then for the Belgian police force to go and say, "Oh no, there were 4 lights and not 3." So it
Yeah.
must have been a helicopter because we heard a low engine hum.
Lower.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm like, but this thing was flying at a low altitude over Belgium. I mean, this thing was like, and this is kind of a recreation, but it was like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
a fidget spinner, like a couple hundred feet over the ground. So
Yeah. There's a pair of cops that said it. I mean, they were just baffled what they were seeing. And you had the light was so bright that you could literally read a book from it.
Planchette.
And then
Yeah.
you planchette. No, we are not dealing with
no, there, no. No. Mm-mm.
no.
That is one piece of paranormal equipment I am never going to use ever.
No.
I'll get the dowsing rods. I'll use a spirit board because that can actually with a scry device, and it can actually point to yes or no or whatever. I'll do that. I was thinking about trying that, but no Ouija board, no.
No. But yeah, they said the brights were lit up like a football stadium.
Yeah, that it was at like daylight.
Yeah, and you had to literally peer through the lights to actually see the object, which looked as a large triangular shape just flying with no sound to it in a hover position. And like they thought that the US might a general in the army literally contacted the US embassy to find out if there had any secret plane missions going on at this time, testing that was going on over there.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. And again, people are trying to say that this was a Soviet satellite breaking up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Again, I saw that.
Am I dead?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in your 30s though. So
You're in your 30s.
But yeah, and the other thing was like, oh no, it was a mass hysteria event.
Please go.
To where they're like, oh no,
Yeah.
everybody was hopped up on something, and then everybody kind of jumped on the bandwagon and said what they saw. And I was like, yeah, 13,000 people, mass hysteria. Okay, if it's a Salem witch trials, maybe, but
No.
come on.
I mean,
mean,
the people to this day, the witnesses from back then, what 30 years ago, still have the same accounts.
35 years ago, they still say the same thing.
Yeah.
They're still like, no. I mean, and there's still reports coming in. Oh yeah, I remember that. I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. 6 different pairs of cops,
Mhm.
30 different groups of people saw this initial report in November when it first happened.
Mhm.
And then it for a period of what, 6 months, it peaked at the end of March into April, but a period of 6 months, they just kept
Empire.
getting these.
They just kept.
It's what I want.
Well, I don't know what was going on over there at this point in time. The 1989, you're the end of the Cold War era. I mean, I don't. I mean, you got the
Grid play.
Berlin Wall had just come down. I mean,
Yeah, were they witnessing something? Was this like a cosmic event of some sort? That I don't know.
6 months of that's why you said 13,000 reports in the 6-month time span, because it just kept coming and
Yeah.
coming and coming and coming. I was like, what the hell? And then it's crazy because these were
You
picked
like
up
God.
on radar.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
when they scrambled it, so these reports are coming in. The Belgian Air Force says, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have F-16s ready. So if it comes
West.
through, we're gonna scramble the jets and we're gonna go after them. And it does. A blip literally comes up on the radar, and they scramble those jets. And while those jets are flying out there, another blip comes up on the radar. So now we have two separate UAPs. Is that what they call them now? UAPs?
It's very nasty here.
Very nasty. I bet. I said, do you like God? It's very nasty here. That's a weird statement. But now you have these two separate ones, and they, like you said, they do these 9 strike runs trying to and they keep locking in to something, but they can't see what they're locking into. Now, mind you, F-16s have the ability to lock into something that's, I think, 5 miles away or 10 miles away or something like that. So I could see them not possibly being able to see something.
Right.
But how fast an F-16 jet goes 10 miles is pretty fast. Pretty fast. Let me tell you, it's pretty fast. 10 miles in a jet takes seconds. Not even minutes, seconds.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Dave, on the other hand,
I'm not okay.
Not so much.
But I'm gonna
Obviously.
obviously. All right. I'll take that. I'll absorb it. That's fine.
Spirit talker's talking shit tonight.
Talking smack.
Obviously.
Maybe obviously you're not well.
Oh yeah, wait a minute, not there. Obviously.
Lord.
But yeah, I mean
Hmm.
this event. Oh, my nephew's up on here on the Instagram. What is up?
Nice.
What is up? It's crazy. One, how many people saw this event in this time span?
Right.
This is probably reaching the max amount of people that
Sure.
we've talked about seeing
Yeah.
something,
Like even
right?
even more than like the Arizona lights.
The Arizona lights and
What was the other one that we had that was huge?
it was the one we did right after the Arizona
Kettsburg.
light. Yeah,
Kettsburg, right?
Kettsburg.
Judge.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people reported that, but those were like, this is more sightings.
Yeah, 13,000 people saw
Yep.
Share.
this what they call the Belgian wave,
Yep.
which is a basically a 6-month time span where it was a nonstop UFO sighting. Like they just every single day, every night, something occurred.
Electric shock.
Maybe it was electric shock.
I said chair and then
And
said
the other
electric
thing,
shock.
even the radar hits
Yeah,
were covered
Yeah.
up by the Belgian Air Force. They blamed this thing called Bragg scattering.
yeah,
And
drag scattering. Yeah,
right, which is the coherent
Atmosphere-
scattering of waves from a large crystal lattice. So they're thinking that this is light reflecting off of some sort of crystal or glass or something.
creating an atmospheric interference.
Right. So they're saying this Bragg scattering was causing the radar hits.
Uh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
all right.
Still wrong. Facebook. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I know radar is good. I know radar is really good nowadays. It's definitely
That's
gone.
Rich.
Yeah,
What's going on, brother?
appreciate you. It's definitely advanced since like when we talked about it in World War II. But to see
Ritual.
the light basically light reflections off a crystal, that's that seems a little far-fetched to be create a blip on the radar. Don't you think? I mean, think about okay. Let's think about this. So 1989 to 1990, that 6-month period. At this point in time, we're already doing solar power.
Yeah.
We already have solar energy stations happening at this point in time.
Yep.
It's definitely not as big as it is now. Very minute locations. But nobody talked about Bragg scattering from radars from these happening.
Mhm.
If you're going to get a reflection off of something, you would think that's where it'd be coming from, right?
Yeah. Well, they suggest that it could be coming off of the
Lattice.
water. So in reference to Bragg diffraction, which I've been doing some research on this crap. This was proposed by this is why they call it the Bragg's law. William Henry Bragg proposed this in 1913.
Okay.
After their discovery that crystalline solids produce surprising patterns of reflected X-rays in contrast to those produced with, for existence, a liquid. They found that these crystals
I have regret.
at certain specific wavelengths and incident angles produced intense peaks of reflected radiation. So, like, and I'm still trying to figure out how Bragg's law and Bragg's scattering comes into play with radar.
With
As
radar.
if radar, because radar would detect like mass, right?
Mass. That's exactly what it
And
detects.
if this is a wavelength with a peak, it wouldn't give anything off except for radiation. So I don't see how radar would detect that. And maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just full of crap. But I don't understand their
I'm
point.
lost.
It seems like they decided to call it Bragg scattering because a lot of people don't know about it. Which again, I mean, this is one of the better attempts to try to cover up shit than I've seen in the last few times.
No,
They're really trying to make this, okay, no, it was a helicopter.
Open it.
And we were detecting ourselves on the radar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now this Bragg scattering is supposedly supposed to account for the radar hits that they got over the span of 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and
it's very
I don't see how that accounts for. And then all of a sudden, this helicopter is flying back and forth over Belgian, and people are thinking it's a UFO. I think people would be
Where's my
like,
body?
"No, that's a helicopter. I can tell what a helicopter is."
Yeah. I mean, helicopters make a very distinct noise too. I mean,
I know Airwolf was just getting popular during that time.
Yeah, that is true.
But that wasn't Airwolf. I'm sorry.
No, it was not the souped up Apache known as Airwolf.
It wasn't Airwolf. It wasn't Blue Thunder.
Yeah.
Come on.
Which is based off a true event.
Yeah.
Blue Thunder. They literally did create the Apache as a police helicopter, which is what Blue Thunder is about. And they said, this is a little bit too much for the police. And the military said, we'll take it. And we're going to call it the Apache.
We call it the Apache.
Yeah, no, this is it baffles me, like, because like I do think about the lights in the sky over Arizona, right, and how big an event that was, and how long it lasted. But a period of 6 months. This happened so much. They call it a wave
Oh,
of
a wave of
UFOs.
incidents.
Yeah, a wave of incidences.
Yeah.
And it like,
Visitor.
yeah, they were just
Yeah.
visiting over and over and over again. And it was crazy. Like nonstop. 13,000 people seeing this. That's 13,000 different reports that come in a 6-month time frame.
Demon.
Demon.
Maybe they're demons. Maybe they're not. I'm not sure. If you go off Ralph's Archie, they're demons.
Yes. That they're fooling us into thinking that they're aliens.
Yes. It's an illusion created by the devil. This what do I have here? God, I gotta quit writing so fucking small, knowing that my eyes are going away.
I can't speak.
Oh, handsome. Oh, yes. Oh.
Okay, where's that? Yeah, more more than just over 3 occasions where the F-16s actually got radar lock, that's just fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and they said there were 3 occasions they got radar lock, and the radar lock only lasted a few seconds, and it was gone.
Yeah,
Hold out your hand.
yeah. And then the helicopter, the one they think that the helicopter. So they see 4 lights in a square formation.
Yeah, that's what the Belgian police force said.
Yeah, making short, jerky movements.
Yes,
but they disappear in 4 separate directions.
Yes, but that didn't come out.
But they go in, 4 different directions. If they're flying in formation, they stay in formation. That's part of the training exercise. Why would they leave in 4 different directions? I thought that was a little iffy there with the helicopter thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they also reported that a low engine noise was heard, and that it seemed to have a stick coming out of one end with a turbine on it.
Yeah.
Which led them to conclude the object was a helicopter.
Yes. Angel hierarchy. It's kind of funny.
but yeah, it's all making short, jerky movements before gradually losing their luminosity and disappearing in 4 separate directions around 1:30.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if I would I've never described a helicopter as a low engine noise.
No,
I don't know.
Those are pretty loud. Even if they're hovering.
And they make a very, like, helicopters make a very distinct noise. Like I can tell you when a Chinook flies by. I can tell you when a Black Hawk flies by. I can tell you when the News Chopper or Flight for Life flies by.
Mm-hmm.
These types of helicopters make a very distinct propeller sound, and you can tell. I mean, you learn just from being a kid and being around helicopters with the military, and that's a great thing with working with being, Marvin being a bestie and being with his dad and everything. You can distinguish a specific kind of helicopter by the way the propeller sounds. But just a helicopter, even if you couldn't, right? Even if you couldn't distinguish what kind of helicopter, like you didn't listen to helicopters the way some people did as kids, you can definitely tell when a helicopter is flying by.
Yeah.
Like, it's a helicopter. You hear,
Yeah.
because you hear the rotor. I mean, it's
I get
a
that
very
here in the
distinct noise.
yeah, I can tell that too with I mean, we don't get the military stuff here, but
Yeah.
I get all the fire stuff here. So we get the grasshopper,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, the big fucking helicopter,
Oh yeah.
and then it shakes the house when it flies over.
Yeah.
Bodies below.
And then,
Yeah.
you know, the other ones that are, you know, that have the baskets underneath
Oh
that
yeah.
get the water and they
Water
come up.
pressure, yeah.
So I can tell the difference between the different types of helicopters that come up. And that lets me know what kind of fire is going on.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
know,
How big your fire is. Yeah.
big the fire is based on well, how many I hear and then how big they are. The more
Yeah.
grasshoppers I hear, I'm like, okay, there's a big fire.
Yeah. We
Um,
got something
and
we
then
need to pay attention to.
yeah. But
It's
if there's
just a bucket
small
catcher,
ones just
we're okay.
flying around, they're just watching it. Like they're just looking at the fire, just kind of seeing what it's doing.
Oh
Because
yeah.
a lot of times if it's heading away from houses, they're just gonna leave it. They're just let it go.
Yep.
Until you know until someone's in danger or it's in danger of destroying property, and they'll but dude, I think what the Belgian Air Force said was complete bullshit. I think they're trying to cover it up. And I think it was a period of time where they had to cover it up.
Yeah, it is a crime. Well, you also have one of the Belgian Air Force commanders having his own experience in seeing them. And then you had another Belgian commander having his own experience seeing them, but thinking this is very possible US secret military training exercises with the new bombing plane or something, and contacts the US embassy about it, which I found fascinating, but they tell him no, and so then he's just at a loss. He doesn't know what the hell he just saw now. But I was like, wait a minute. Two of your commanders, your Air Force commanders, saw this. And one is like, nah, this is they didn't call them UAPs. They call them something else, like AAIs or AAVs or something like that.
AAVs.
AAVs, yeah.
That's talked about in our Scare Network episode.
Oh yeah.
That was big prominent. But that's what the military calls them.
Yeah. But I was like, oh wait. So we got two of their actual Air Force commanders who have actually like both seeing them close to the actual base, which prompt me to think, I'm like,
I like the
whoa,
lights.
oh, okay, you like the lights? Oh, appreciate it.
Okay.
Which prompted me to think, why are they getting so close to the base? What's going on at the base? What's the Belgian military involved with? You know, because
right. This is
in this area that they're seeing, I can't pronounce it.
it looks like Bova chain, but I don't think that's right.
It's I have it written down here. Hold on.
It looks like Bova chain Air Base.
Yeah.
But I know that's not how you
I
pronounce
want
it.
to talk.
You can talk
The radar blips happened at Thurmbane Gemblo. That's where there's, which is southeast of Brussels, and the base is. Oh, I know I wrote it down. Maybe I didn't, because I said there's no way I'm
Up here.
pronouncing that.
There's no way I'm pronouncing this. I'm not even doing it.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Yeah, this is just fucking crazy.
So
We enjoy the company.
Oh,
good. I'm glad you enjoy the company. So in
Centerzak? That's where the radar guys were at.
Semerzaki. Yeah,
Semerzak.
Semerzak. I think the E silent, so Semerzak.
Summerzock. Okay.
Yeah, traffic
that-
center control is
yeah.
where they tracked the object.
And I didn't write the name of the base down. Which
It's-
is the
Yeah,
right there too. It's
it's-
all right there.
It's all right there. It's BEAUVECHAIN. So it looks
Yep.
like Novochain, but
Yeah, that's it.
but I don't know. But I don't know exactly. You know, I'm
Yeah,
sure
it's
I'm thinking or sure it's some cockamamie thing. So there's a look. There was basically like a series that was done.
They did a movie on this.
About the Belgian UFO wave from like, and I guess the sightings actually went all the way up to 1992.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that.
So
haven't
yeah,
stopped
so the
reading.
Belgian UFO
It's
wave
outside.
of 1989 to 1992, a neglected hypothesis is the title of this book. And it discusses the fact that some of the sightings can be explained by helicopters, but most witnesses reported the objects were silent. The report argues that the lack of noise could be due to engine noise in the witnesses' automobiles. And I'm like, no, there's a helicopter sounds a lot louder than an automobile.
When they're that low, even over the automobile, you're gonna. Think in even the early '90s, late '80s, early '90s, they didn't have these silencing vehicles like they have now, where you heard everything outside. Now they have noise dampening inside the doors, so you don't hear hardly anything outside. You don't get the road noise or anything like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Back in then, man, you turned the radio up so you didn't have to hear outside. And shit was still made out of metal. I mean, that shit made noise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why are you here?
I don't necessarily agree with that. I could see maybe some cars having an engine noise loud enough to where you wouldn't hear a helicopter that low.
Yeah, but
and not only that, the speeds that helicopters fly don't match up to the sightings.
Arch feet.
that's interesting. Okay. So, and I found another article. So describes the F-16 chase, where they were trying to intercept him like 9 times. And it said the pilots got intermittent contact with objects, but they appeared and disappeared and moved up and down too fast, including going underground.
That what? Double feature. What's up? Mika's double feature, right? Mika or Kira, right?
Yes. It's usually Mika.
Usually Mika.
Hey, Mika.
Usually Mika one of the
Usually
on the
Mika,
double.
but sometimes Kira's around as well. We
Yeah.
might see Kira jump on too.
Yeah, it Yep,
But
it's
anyway.
Mika. All right.
Where was it? It says
This
the
is
pilots never saw
strange.
anything at all. Yes, it is strange. The pilots never saw anything at all. They reported they obtained radar lock on targets 9 times, but the Belgian military only reported 3 locks.
Yeah.
Upon analyzing the data, all 3 radar locks were on each other. The other contacts were all found to be the result of the Bragg scattering. Okay, so that makes more sense. So the radar lock, they got 9 radar locks, but they only explained 3 as each other. The other 6 they blamed on this Bragg scattering thing. There's Kira.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna say that's I'm gonna take this all the way back to the 80s and
Bullshit.
90s. That's phony baloney.
That's malarkey.
That's
I'm
malarkey.
going to use the
Right
M word.
there.
That's malarkey.
How dare you?
I use the M word.
How dare you, David?
Oh.
I am offended. Ready for tonight.
Oh, my ears. My perfectly innocent ears.
He said malarkey. Oh, Grant's over on
Malarkey.
Instagram. What's up, Grant?
It's hogwash.
We are safe throughout the tornado. Dude, I saw, dude, if it's the tornado I'm thinking of that I watched on video yesterday, holy
Probably the
shit.
same one I watched. I was like, is that from Twister? Is that the movie?
Yeah, dude,
That
I was like, is this
crazy.
CGI? What the hell
I'll
is
prove I'm here.
you'll prove you're here? Okay, I can't wait for that.
Love anything UFO
Well, I'm
related.
glad you're safe, Grant. Glad you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. UFOs, man. We're you guys
we're
are
talking
late.
about the Belgian wave, and I mean, dude, this is a crazy one. I really think I underscored it.
I don't know. I gave some pretty good scores. There's
I did too, but I think
where it
in
lacks.
talking about it, I think where it lacks is kind of okay. That's going to lower the total score.
Yeah,
because where we're trying to look for is the most diverse alien events.
Slave.
Yeah,
that was kind of weird. But dude, I really like the Belgian wave. I'm excited that we did this.
Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna read more up on it. I want to watch. They made a movie based off of it. I have to see now. I think you just said they made a series on it. I saw a movie based off it. It's even on IMDb, so I'm probably gonna have to check that out now.
Well, I read the year going up to 92, and I thought it was a series, but that was the title of the book. So it was a book.
Oh, okay.
Stating that the events lasted till 92, and I was like, oh wow, that was cool.
Yeah, it's. Oh, got my granddaughter. She's not happy right now.
Oh no.
Speaking
of which, I got a new grandbaby coming.
What?
Yeah.
Is Dave having another one?
Dave's having another one. David and Karen are having another
Dave.
baby.
I knew it was gonna be Dave.
Me too, because Amanda's like, I ain't having any more kids. Amanda's done.
Special shout out to Dave's
everyone.
2 oldest, David and Eric. Happy birthday to you guys. This week. That was usually I'm just sending it to one person happy birthday, but now Eric is my friend on
now that he's your friend. now that he's accepted your friend request.
Now he's accepted my friend request after 5 years. I had to send them both a happy birthday. But happy birthday to the boys. God, I can't believe
32 and 31.
I know. I was just thinking, I was like, man,
they had their birthday on Thursday, and we went and had teppanyaki and great time.
No wonder you've been throwing up.
Had a lot of fun. I was throwing up way before that, but it was not a good night. I've still got leftovers. I'm afraid to eat.
Yeah, I love those boys. I love your boys. I can't believe they make me feel old. They really do make me feel old.
Yeah. How the hell do you think I feel?
I know.
I'm like, oh shit.
You're the I mean, I came close to the Irish twins. My daughters, my 2 oldest, their birthdays are 2 days apart. But you nailed it on the head, like exactly.
I did, literally.
Which is pretty amazing. So yeah, but special shout out to the boys there. Happy life for them. That's all I want for those guys, or for all the kids, man. That's all I want is our kids just to be happy.
Yeah.
And dads are assholes. So
birthdays are to be celebrated.
They are. I've kind of gotten away from really celebrating mine, and just kind of treating it.
It's very nasty here.
A normal day, but Gotta make sure the kids enjoy theirs. Gotta make sure they do.
Yeah. I'm just like, because David called and said, "Oh, Dad, what are you doing for your birthday?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna, dinner and a movie, and I'm good.
Right? I'm gonna barbecue a steak and be happy.
Exactly. They'd be like, yeah, just I don't care. I'm gonna go to the movies and have a good time. But yeah, my birthday is the day before Memorial Day this year, so
Lucifer. Yeah, it's.
But
I don't make that big of a deal with my birthday. I'm pretty sure you're kind of the same way. I'm old enough at this point.
I'm old enough. I've had enough of them. I mean, if you wanna take me out to dinner, cool.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah. Other than that, just let me play some.
See, just do something. Enjoy. Yeah, exactly. What do I enjoy? I enjoy food a lot, and I enjoy watching movies a lot. So
dark entity here.
And there's a dark
I bet
entity.
you just said Lucifer. That's pretty fucking dark.
That's pretty much as dark as you can get. I don't know. Mine said Bobby twice, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yes. Yeah, like that's I just want to relax. I don't want to deal with nothing. It's my birthday. I want it to be stress-free and just enjoy myself. That's all I want.
Yeah, it said dark entity here, and before that it said Lucifer. So
yeah, it said Lucifer, dark entity here. Yeah,
and mine just said yes.
Yes, yeah.
Mine just confirmed it.
Evidently, you don't like birthdays. Hey man,
what's going on, my brother?
Yeah. Welcome to my house, Mika. Welcome to my house. There's an annual sponging.
His house is fucking haunted.
I told you the wife woke up with scratches on her back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm still kind of tripping over the thing that happened to me, and I was just like, I don't know. It was weird. I've never experienced anything like that. Like I heard something in the room. I went to open my eyes, and it was like somebody was pushing my lids closed. Nope. No, shit, I'm not here.
If you acknowledge me, your wife's gonna know. And you're gonna be in trouble.
Miss Caveman's in the house.
Hello, Mildred.
What's up? She's recovering from surgery.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's saying, "Hey, I love it. I love it."
Love it. Dave, are we ready to throw some numbers?
I think we're ready to score this. I mean, we got more people on there. No, I'm right here. I'm not getting any closer. No, it's not John's birthday. It was my son's birthday son's plural, birthday singular on Thursday. My two sons turned 32 and 31 on Thursday. So that's why we're talking about it. Let's dive in.
I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. So the first category that we look at is the encounter level. And of course, we have a total of 7 possible encounter levels.
Yes.
Where do you think we landed on this one?
I landed on encounter level 3.
So did I.
And so for that reasoning, I gave it a 6.
There are demons.
There are demons. So for each encounter level, we put 2 points on the board. And we've recently found where an encounter level may skip one and go to the next one. So we count those as well.
Yeah, we half point those though.
We half point those because, and in some cases, abduction, which is encounter 4, gets skipped, and encounter 5 is done.
Yeah,
which is where there is bilateral contact with an extraterrestrial entity, and that's where I was wondering about this one, but I don't think there was any bilateral contact here.
No, I don't think, and I thought about that. I really thought about that. I was like, did we have the same type of episode as we did with the Foo Fighters? And I had to say no, because, and the reason why we took it to the 5 on the Foo Fighters is the possible that they were the entities themselves,
Right.
which is why we ended up jumping over to that 5 and giving it the half point. Or I hate, it's not necessarily half
we jumped
point,
to 5. We gave it half point, so it ended up as 7 as a
the
score.
7, yeah. So, but I didn't think we had that here. I thought it was a true third kind.
I think it's a true
type
encounter of the
encounter.
third kind as the highest, because radar picked it up. There was, stuff happened, especially where
I want to leave.
they picked it up and it went underground. I'm still
Yeah,
trying to figure that one
crazy.
out.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy point. So
Faces in fog.
Faces in fog.
faces and fog. So yeah, I think 6 is the right number there.
Yeah.
How
did you feel about the vehicle here?
This
Or
is the vehicles. So I mean, so this is the interesting thing, and I don't know if I overscored this or not, but the fact I took into account the fact that there were sightings, not just for 6
I want
months,
to
but
come.
for 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize that book took it to 3 years. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I think the meat of it happened in the end of March, beginning of April, and then it started to die down. So
Yeah.
are we going to be talking about face huggers at all? No face huggers in this one.
No face huggers. Ship. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. The vehicle.
So, but was there just one ship that went by a whole bunch of times? And there was
one of the radar
report
where it got multiple hits on the radar.
Multiple hits, yeah. So there was multiple sightings, and there was one sighting where the one that was reported was being followed by something else.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. I did go 10 here because there was like a whole bunch of sightings, 13,000 sightings over a period. So the sightings is definitely going to be a 10 for me. But
yeah, I went 10 on the sightings. Yeah,
but I'm not sure I want to go 10 on vehicle. I did go 10 on vehicle, but I'm kind of leaning down toward an 8.
That's exactly where I landed. I landed at 8 on the vehicle. I like the vehicle. I like the shape. I like the lights. I like the multiple visits of the same style of vehicle. I like consistency over, and I was just thinking a 6-month period, not a 2-year period or 3-year period.
Yeah. So do we go up to a 9?
I liked the consistency. No, I don't know if I want to go up to a 9. I don't know. Well, see, I didn't know. You're right. I didn't know about the extra all the way up to 92.
Yeah.
So I wasn't.
Hey, over here.
Hey, over here.
Hey, over here.
That was an alien reference for the title of it.
Yeah, the title of the stream is Alien Event.
The Belgian Wave.
The Belgian Wave.
Yeah,
I think probably 9. What do you think?
I think I could probably give it that extra point with it happening for so long.
Yeah.
But is that would you give it that extra point with the consistency for 3 years of the same style of vehicle on multiple reports? I mean, because we're talking about the vehicle here. Now, sightings is sightings.
But yeah, we know that there are multiple vehicles. I think if it was a singular vehicle over and over, then I wouldn't. But if
we do know it is multiple, there's been reports.
We do know there's multiple have been sighted at the same time, and I know that they're all triangular shaped.
Yeah.
So that means they're all, I guess, of one race. But yeah, I think over the 3-year span and so many sightings, yeah, I'm kind of back and forth on it. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if an 8's too low or if a 9's too high.
8.5 it is, Dave.
8.5 it is. Let's do it. Yep. I think that's the way to go.
Now, Alien was another easy score here. There was no actual alien visibility with this Belgian wave. So we can't really give this a score, right? This is going to be at the very bottom. It's going to be a 1.
It's going to be a 1.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
I had it.
I did go 2 because it's got to be piloted, but
yeah, I understand what you're saying. I really understand.
I don't think these are unmanned.
No, I don't think these are unmanned.
I think these are
No.
piloted. So there has to
I
be
think they're too big of a craft to be unmanned craft, I think.
Yeah. So I went 2
Her voice.
because
And if you take the
there's gotta be
maneuverability
aliens.
with the F-16s trying to lock on and the way they're moving,
Yeah.
maybe okay. I'll go up. I'll take it up to the 2. I'll take it up to 2. I'm picking up what you're putting down here.
Okay. All right. Where did you hit on the evidence here?
Why are you here?
Yeah, Spirit Box is freaking me out. Yeah. Try living here, Mika. Try living here.
I was there for 4 days, and I was in trouble for the first 2 days. It was messed me up.
Yeah. Evidence.
I think there's okay, so we got the radar hits.
Yeah.
We got the 13,000 some odd reports.
Yeah.
We got the photographic evidence.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to dismiss it, but I think there's good evidence.
There is one guy, actually, this photo right here. This one right here actually has been proven.
What is your name?
Yes.
In fact, the guy that made it actually came out and said, "Yeah, we actually made this," and took a picture. And
that was Patrick M. was the only name I had on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in 2011, it was determined as a polystyrene triangle with 4 light bulbs.
Yep.
Knox.
13,000 reports. Yeah, it's crazy, Mika. So we got the multiple reports. We got some captures on photograph. We got the radar hits. You got the locks on I don't want to say radar lock, but it is radar lock with the F-16s.
Yeah.
So I went 6 here, thinking it could be more of a 7, but that's where I landed. I landed at a 6.
Okay.
That's where I landed.
Robinson.
I landed at an 8.
Oh, okay.
So
Medicine.
and I also like the evidence that they tried to discredit, where they were like, "Oh no, it was a helicopter," or things like that. I took that into account as well. So yeah, I ended up going 8 with this. But yeah, I definitely don't think it's a 10. But
no, I don't think evidence here is a 10.
No.
I went 10. I went 9. I worked my way back, of course.
If you go 7, I'll meet you at 7.
Okay. That'll work for me.
I think that's valid.
Averaging it out without having to average it out. I like it. Now, okay, Dave, this is the one we argue about a lot on the Most for Alien Events. And this is the cover up.
Yeah.
Now, unlike the Foo Fighters, I wholeheartedly there's a cover up here. In fact, there's multiple different cover ups here. You have the helicopter thing, of course. You have the Bragg scattering. You got the Soviet satellite breaking up. Yeah, and that takes 3 years to do.
The helicopter thing.
And even checking in. I added the U.S. aircraft. As part of a possible cover up. In there, I ended up going 8 on the cover up.
Okay.
Happened here.
I like it. And I also accounted for the fact that even even to this day, they're denying
I'm lost.
what it is.
Yes.
Right.
14.
2011, they disproved the photograph, right? Yeah. And then they're like, well, because of that, it was all fake. Nothing was done. So I counted that as well. I ended up going 10 for the cover up here. Because I think
I knew you were going to be at a 10.
They are still maintaining.
I was like, I'm at an 8. Dave's going to be at a 10. I know Dave's going to be at a 10.
How are you not at a
10? I knew you were going to be at a 10.
Always trying to cover up the evidence.
They did not try to cover up shit on Foo Fighters. I'm just saying. But on this, absolutely fucking there's a cover up. Absolutely there's a cover up here.
Yeah.
And they've tried multiple different ways. I don't know if I'd be at a 10.
Yeah. And also the report that where they were like, sometimes we didn't hear anything and they blamed it on the engines.
Okay, all right. The car engines, all right. That was new. That was new. I didn't you found that? Okay. All right. Yeah. I see there. Is this 10 worthy though? Like, really? Is this a 10 worthy cover up? Like, let's think about how good the cover up here is.
Okay. Well, let's look at our other cover ups. So our other 10s are Roswell, Phoenix Lights, and the Battle of Los Angeles.
Those were 3 great cover ups.
3 great cover ups. I think Roswell and the Phoenix Lights, I don't think those are true 10s. I think those are higher. I think Battle of Los Angeles is probably a true 10.
Yes. I can agree with that.
Yeah. So
I can agree.
10. Yeah.
Solid 10.
Solid 10 on the cover up alone. So I would be willing to go 9.
I would be willing to go up to 9 with the car thing. That was new for me.
Yeah, because I don't think this is as good as Battle Los Angeles, but it's close. Okay, so that's
close. Like I said, it's close.
So
it is close.
Let's go 9.
Let's go 9. Okay, I'm there with you. I can meet you there.
Christine.
And Christine's here too.
Christine there. That's fine. Roswell definitely worthy of a 10. Yes, if not higher, David. See? Told you. I think it's a 10. He thinks it's an 8. So we're meeting in the middle and giving it a 9 anyway. So
yeah, right.
This is good. This goes by average score, not just what the individual thinks. And that's why we do this together.
Exactly.
And that's why we score it ahead of time. And that's why our numbers end up changing.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, sightings.
30?
It has to be. I'd give this a 20 if I could. Easy.
Yeah, right. I like 30. I mean,
this is the easiest 10 that I think.
13,000.
13,150 sightings. This is an easy 10 for sightings.
Yeah. So yeah. This is outdone every single one that we've talked about.
Yeah, this is the strongest sighting of any of them. And I didn't even really know about this thing until we were researching what to do for our shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I didn't even know about the Belgian wave.
Yeah.
Okay. So audio.
Now, there's
audio here.
There is audio. There is audio here. I went right across the board mid-range here and went 5.
Okay.
Just gonna throw that right out there. I think we've had some better audio. Yes, numerous sightings with this case warrants nothing less than 10. If we went higher than 10, it would get it. Yeah, always cool when you have audio. And I agree with that because there's a lot of events that, especially with alien events, because they don't have a propulsion system or anything like that, that you don't get a lot of audio with them. But this does talk about some audio with the low engine noise and things like that. So that I went 5. How did Dave land on the audio? That's the because Dave's shaking his head and grinning.
I'm laughing because okay, so for the first time ever on
Dave
the alien events, I
Dave
went
just
lower
scored
than
less
you.
than me.
I went lower than you, and
You
I
like me.
actually gave it a 4.
No,
But
I
I am
don't
more
like
than happy to meet you at a 5, bro. I already changed it.
Dave went, holy shit, that is the first
It's the
ever.
first time. Because you're like, there's no audio, bro. And I'm like, come on, make up some audio. God damn it. There needs to be, I need this score. It's got to happen. I gave it
But
a
you
3.
know-
Why?
But
I
I'm
have no
usually
idea.
right. I'm usually right. You usually come down.
Yep.
You're
You're
like,
still
there was
right.
a bird chirping. They talked about a bird chirping, John.
Yeah, there was a bird chirping. They're talking to each other on the radio. That's got to be an audio,
Well,
right?
No, and I took that into account with the F-16 pilots and having to talk back to the radar and things like that.
Mhm.
The audio for Scare Network is, I think, kind of right around the same. But five is, I think, is the right spot for this one.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that.
All right. So the physicality, Dave, the physicality of this event.
This is interesting. Now, I did go 10
Angry.
here
Ooh.
because of all the crafts that were seen over the 3-year period. So these are all objects that were seen. The fact that the 9 detections on radar and how they were darting and diving up and down and stuff, they were moving. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then, blaming the radar on the brag scattering and all that kind of stuff. So all that came into play here. And I did go 10 for the physical objects.
I did not go 10.
I
understand what you're saying here. You went the multitude.
I went.
You went with the amount. There's so much happening. You had to give it the 10. There's so many encounters.
Yeah. So many encounters, so many sightings over a span of 3 years.
Of 3 years. I went 7. I went 7 on the physical here.
Okay.
I was definitely lower than you.
I would have if I was at 8 when I saw it was 6 months. But
Yeah,
once I saw that it went 3 years, then I had to up at the other 2 points.
I was at a 7. I was at a 7 when I saw it the 6 months.
Yeah.
And so we're
Elderly.
close there. I really do understand your 10. I just I don't know if I want to go back. I'm totally picking up what you're putting down, bro. I totally get it. I understand why you scored a 10.
Hag.
This is a hard 10 though. I mean, for me, it's and the thing for me with the 10, I understand the multitude of vehicles being seen here.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention the 2 F-16s.
They
were involved.
F-16s, the radar hits. I mean, I didn't count for the radar hits and the locks, but I didn't necessarily count the F-16s themselves.
Yeah.
For me, it was the lack of other physical outside of the vehicles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like there was no talk about disruption of the elements. There was no talk of disruptions of people's houses or cars or
the only thing that bugs me though is that the radar detections went underground. So the craft went underground somehow.
Okay, I'll go 10 here. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I was gonna bring it up to a 9 with the multitude, and then that underground fucking thing you found. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Surgeon.
So that tells me either those things were able to burrow without being seen, or they could become intangible.
Yeah, that I'm thinking on unintangible.
If they're
Unintangible?
if they're intangible, are they solid craft now, or are we talking about entities again?
No,
Or
I still don't think we're
I
talking
think
about
it's solid
entities.
craft, but I think it's able to phase shift and go into the ground.
That's where that's where my head goes.
That's where I'm thinking. Yeah. And
Stranger.
yeah, it is stranger that way, man. That's crazy. All right,
Yeah.
so emotional
I think
damage. Where do we sit on that one?
I think there is a good amount of motion that's going on here. You have to think about what's going through the F-16 pilot's heads. You have to think about what's going through the radar people's heads and how they're feeling. You have to think about what's going on for 3 years, 13,000 people seeing this thing, what's going on in their heads. And I honestly think I might have underscored it. And I put
I
it at an 8.
too. So did I.
I put it at I put it at an 8
too. And I'm thinking I underscored it because I was like,
Sure.
and not to mention the the frustration that the people are feeling because the military is going, no, that was a helicopter, or it's the
Soviet
brags,
satellite that's been breaking up for 3 years.
all this kind of bullshit, and the people are like, no, I actually saw this triangle flying through the sky.
It's this. How many sides would be?
I think it's got to be higher than an 8.
Yeah, I think I'm a 10 on the emotional level here. It's.
I gotta agree. I can't.
The amount of
there's just too many people
being affected,
being affected by this. Not to mention them calling the U.S. and saying, "Hey, were you guys doing stuff?" And we're like, "What? All right, what are you talking about?"
No.
But now I'm a little concerned that you would ask.
Yeah. What the hell's going on over there?
Right. Okay, that brings us to the last category, and that is the danger level. Do we think that there's a danger here?
Well, this is the weird thing, right? Because again, I feel this is more of an observe and report type of situation. I know it went on for 3 years. Like I said, for originally I thought it was 6 months.
Yep.
But and I'm thinking what's going on between 1989 to 1992 and the fall of the Soviet Union. I mean, there's a lot of things going on over there in Europe that's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, I should say.
Nobody knows.
And it really does feel like more of an observing than anything else. For to be more observant rather than dangerous. There's a couple ones that feel dangerous and can create panic and danger, but yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, Mika.
We had a couple 10s on the on the danger level because we were like, okay, something's going on. Like usually it's when people are abducted.
Yes.
And in the case of Travis Walton, he was killed
and
brought back. So that was definitely a danger. Even though it seemed like they did it by accident.
Like, oops,
he's
plug that back in. We're not supposed to disconnect that. What was that? What'd you just take out? His heart? No, they need that.
No. I said the spleen, goddammit. He can go without a spleen. I said glass of juice.
Oh no.
So I
It's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
No, it's not.
A glass of juice is a great idea.
You did what? Oh no. I said glass of juice. You can't say that. And we're banned on YouTube again. I went for. Oh,
I went 6 because I was concerned about the underground and the intangibility and the phasing of the craft, and also
that's a little scary.
that's a little scary, and how fast they were, how they were able to break radar lock and go up and down and stuff. So I did go 6.
Father.
Now I think we do that. We meet in the middle and go 5.
I can go with that.
Okay.
Fucking dick. And people are probably trying to figure out. I don't get what he's talking about.
I don't know what he meant by that.
Oh God, that's good.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. She said. Okay.
I went up 6.5 points, which makes rounded up, so a 70.
I have 72.5 because of our 8.5.
Oh wait, no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Yeah. So 74.
Church.
No, still 72.5. So rounded up to
72.5. Shit. Hold on.
Try again.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. Yeah, 72.5. So 73.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. That's a good score.
It's a good score. It is the lowest we've done so far.
What was your original score? I was at a 63. I went up basically 10 points, well 9.5 points.
Scratch.
I was at a 73, so I went down 0.5 point.
You did talk me up a little bit.
I talked you up a little bit.
Talked you up a little bit. But oh God, I gotta get that
Emotional.
I gotta get that out of my head because I just keep thinking about it. I kind of feel bad about laughing about it, but
I don't know why I said it. It just bink.
That's a glass of we're so getting kicked off of YouTube.
Oh, we have it set 18 and over only. So,
Yes.
So we make sure we do that on purpose. So
Yeah. We are not politically correct.
we know we're not.
Yeah. Well, man.
But the Belgian wave was good. It was
Belgian wave.
fun.
That's good. That
I'm
was.
confused.
I love this incident. This was fun research. Good reading. Great stuff. And I'm still wondering, what brought them over there for that period of time, especially for how long they stayed.
Yeah.
So that's
and and concerning where they were flying, why wasn't this reported elsewhere? Why didn't other countries report this?
Yeah.
I mean, we knew
Yeah, Germany's
you
right
kind of
there.
know why the Soviet Union didn't report anything. Because they keep that shit to themselves. But and they were going through the Berlin Wall, and all these countries were, Georgia and Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, they were all breaking off. And
yeah, it was the fall of the USSR, the fall of the Berlin Wall at the same time. It was
Not friendly.
it was
Remember
it was
you.
a significant. Oh, you remember me? Okay.
I said I'm really here, and it's not friendly.
Yeah, it was a significant event for us, but could it have been a significant event, like maybe the alien race, a race from another planet, was like, oh hey, this is a way that we can experience something that we went through thousands of years ago.
Yeah. A
A
little history lesson for them.
little history lesson for ourselves, because everything that's happening here happened on our world, but we don't have any records of it anymore. So maybe they're just using this as a kind of an example, or maybe if
Can you hear him?
our race was, let's just say, created by
Well,
by aliens from another planet, if the human race was started because of that they're observing these globally impactful incidents.
yeah. I mean, just think about it. It wasn't that long ago. I mean, literally, I think a month or two ago, where they found city lights on a planet.
Yeah. And the Alpha Centauri system. Yeah.
Yeah, like billions of light years away, which means those lights that they're seeing now are no longer.
I think it was closer than that. It's like 40 light years. It's like,
but yeah, I think
it's the
okay,
closest.
40 light years is what?
Oh, well,
How many
if
years?
we traveled at the speed of light, it would take us 40 years to get there.
Yeah.
And we can't travel at the speed of light yet.
Now you think that,
but when, Elon Musk and Andrew Bacchiotti, when they invent the whole teleportation thing, then we'll just go right over there and say, hey,
2028,
vote Bacchiotti.
Rose.
Vote Bacchiotti. It's gross.
No, it said Rose.
Oh, that was gross.
Rose.
But I mean, just to think, let's just, they're at least 40 to 100 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just crazy. That's
well, yeah. Considering it took 40 years for those lights to reach us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
So they're already 40 years ahead of what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Marianne.
Yeah.
I'm a ginger person myself, but Marianne was
cute. I'm alone here.
You sound alone.
So real alien event, Dave, or mass hysteria?
I think this was a real event, bro. I think this really happened. And I think the Belgian Air Force tried way too hard to explain it away as something else.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you right there. I think this happened, and probably still happening.
Is it wrong that I'm craving waffles right now? I don't know.
Or chocolate. Way ahead. Yeah.
I died suddenly.
You died suddenly. That's how most people die.
That's how
next week we go back to locations. And we're going to talk about a place that Dave found a chair at called Belcourt Castle. And I think that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were going to do it as a haunted object, but then we were like, there's more activity coming from the place, from the castle, not just the chairs, but the armor and some other stuff too. So, I'm excited to talk about this.
Yeah, I decided to do it as a location instead, so we can hit everything that's going on there.
Yeah,
so that's going to be interesting. And then the thing, okay, so from here we're going to head over to Scare Network, and we're going to talk about the USS Nimitz, which is 2004.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
This
this
is a
happened.
2004 sighting in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. And it got popular. It didn't get released till like 2017. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then but next week, that's the thing, Dave. The Shanley is out now. Are we doing the Shanley or are we doing
You
what?
said you wanted to switch it, bro. So I've already done the Shanley. So so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down to do that because we did the Shanley and reviewed it for the Faces for Radio
My name
podcast.
is Robert.
So that's already done. So yeah, let's do the Shanley next week. And then we'll do Letchworth later on. We'll switch them.
Okay. Sounds good to me. That's why I wanted to find out. Might as well find out.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we love doing the locations. And I've got a couple more that kind of came across my way.
I know. I saw you share them to the old Instagram.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I mean, a couple of them I already knew about, like the Crescent Hotel and the Myrtle Plantation. There's a couple more that I'm like, okay. And then I've got that book.
We haven't talked about the Myrtle Plantation yet, though.
Yeah.
That is interesting. We haven't talked about it. Did we? I know we were discussing that on our Instagram live when we finished up the other.
Yeah, Myrtle Plantation is coming up in May. We're doing that in May.
Yeah, May 24th. That unless
right before my birthday.
It could be May 31st, unless if Dave decides he wants to do something special for his birthday episode.
Yeah, because I do want to go to the Salad House in Porterville and do a live investigation for my birthday.
That's gonna be crazy.
So, but I still have to talk to them and see if I can get it arranged and how we're gonna do it, and then maybe reach out to the paranormal group that's in Visalia that wants to work with me, and have them come along because they've got all the other equipment.
Yeah, I still got to get in touch with the person here and get over to that location and check that place out and get all the interviews and all that stuff done for them.
Yeah. But now I'm excited to have you come up in the summer, bro.
Yeah, that'll be be fun for sure.
Do some stuff. We did lose the church though. Somebody bought it and basically tore it down and was remodeling it. So I've talked to them and they're like, no. I'm like,
no.
Right. So
okay.
So it doesn't look like I'm going to get a chance to investigate that place, but there are other places we can investigate.
Yeah. And I know in July, because I got July 4th is the memorial for Ceci's father. July 12th, we're heading up to Black Hawk. We're gonna take her mom gambling because she hasn't been gambling forever.
Okay.
And they got Vegas style casino up there. They have a Masonite cemetery up there that I'm gonna go check out.
Okay.
So hopefully we can do that live on the show because that'll probably be a Friday night.
Disrespectful.
Or I'll get it recorded and everything because it's during our summer break.
Yeah.
For the show. And
but I mean, if we come back for a live, that'd be fine. Of course, my anniversary is on the 7th of July.
Right in
and my wife and I are celebrating our 30th. So we're gonna do something around that point, but then we're gonna wait for you guys to come up and we'll take you guys to the coast.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out because our anniversary is on the 30th.
Right.
And I think we're gonna try and do it kind of the week before that. And kind of celebrate your 30th with our first. So that'll be good.
Yeah. That'll be awesome. And if we go to Cayucas, maybe we can do an investigation on some of those antique shops that are there.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
and then there's one building there that I know is haunted. But I haven't been able. It's like an old mechanic shop or something that was abandoned, but now it seems like there's a band that practices there.
As I said, where the band plays on. Yeah.
where the band plays on. So I was gonna see about talking to them and seeing if we can come in and do some stuff. But dude, no,
There's 5.
I celebrate. There's 5. Okay. I celebrate every year that I get to spend with my wife and she doesn't kill me. So,
One more day, I'm still alive. Yeah.
one more year, still alive.
I made it another year.
Made it another year. I just realized recently that I've been married more than half my life. So,
Right? Yeah.
it's like, wow. But I've also been working at the same company for half my life, more than half my life. So
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy right there, bro.
yeah.
All right. Well,
All right,
I
let's get
think
outta
it's time for us to get out of here and head on over and get our Scare Network done.
Mhm.
Appreciate everybody that joined in the live. Appreciate everybody that watches the replays or listens to the replays on the podcast. Appreciate everybody that's given us the TikTok
Liar.
love, which has been really weird lately.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the
Larry.
TikTok love or lack thereof.
Yeah. But we appreciate everybody that appreciates us. So, like I say, we love doing this, and it just makes it funner when you guys get to join in. So, thank you everybody for doing that.
Yep.
Dave, any final word before we shoot a horse?
Nope. We're gonna make like horse shit and hit the trail. And I think this was a good show, and I can't wait for the USS Nimitz on Scare Network. And then next week, Belcourt Castle.
Belcourt Castle.
I love going back to locations. That's kind of our bread and butter, but I like to doing the extra stuff too.
Oh yeah.
So, I think that's good. But yeah, thanks you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. Good night. God bless, and we'll see you next time on the Spirits with Spirits podcast. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.